guys, welcome back. You're here with Jade at hashtag I Make Podcasts for Fun, where we discuss all the good stuff and waffle. Thank you so much for tuning in. Today, guys, as you can see, we're back with another juicy group discussion. I'm here with a good friend to the podcast channel, Ruth.
Hey guys.
And we've got a new guest. Guys, say hi to Jason.
Good afternoon, everyone. Hello.
Yes. Guys, how are you feeling today? How's your day been?
Feeling good. We're not feeling too bad. The weather's not too great, but we're trying to keep our spirits lifted.
100%.
Yeah, same as the roof.
Yep, so today, as you can see by the title, peoples, the topic is going to be: why are so many talking stages unsuccessful? Now, before we get into it, guys, I'm going to ask you a question, yeah? Ruth and Jason, that is up to you if you want to answer this. How many, failed talking stages have you guys been in? I'm going to go first. Mine's 2. I've been in 2 flop talking stages.
No comment.
Ruth said no comment. Mine's 2.
Hey, well, this is a bit of a, it's not a high number though, so it's not that deep. I'd say I'd say 3. I'd say 3 or 4 from what I can possibly remember. I'd say 3 or 4.
So what we've gathered, is that we've all had experience within talking stages. So we know what it's like, and more time, out of the ones that we're thinking of, they probably flopped. So we're fully equipped for this discussion. Some blossom, but some, if you know what I mean.
Flower.
Yeah. Not all survive, sadly.
The flower just will.
But you know what though? Why is that? When you think of the talking stage, what are the factors that you think are the ingredient to disaster why some flop?
I feel like, even though it's called a talking stage, a lot of people don't do enough talking.
Oh, yeah.
And I feel like people don't spend enough time actually getting to know each other. They will see a few things about a person, build up this perception in their head. Oh, he's tall, he's dark skinned, he's this, he's that. And then have this outward perception of he's the perfect guy for me or she's the perfect girl for me. And then it gets to a certain point where certain colours start to shine through. And then they realise, oh snap, you're actually not the right person for me.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. Do you know what? That was linking to the point that I was thinking that in talking stages, the ones that's built on people lusting too much, where it's just literally they're just talking to you because they find you attractive and that's all they're focusing on. More time.
I can't wait to do this. I can't wait to do that. All of that.
It's dehumanizing. It's dehumanizing.
It's just a lot of physical attraction, and it feels forced after a while.
Yeah, because they just want something out of it. They're not trying to get to know you, if that makes sense. You know how you would suss that? Where these people are only around when they can see you looking good. They're not going to ask you casually. More time, you don't cross this person's mind. It's just that if they've seen you, you post something, or they've seen you on the road and you look nice, they'll come and they'll go. Them people, they're not trying to get to know you. But what happens is, if the person who's on the receiving end of this, if they don't know how to suss the red flag and they catch feelings for this person, disaster. Because the person don't want nothing serious.
I agree. I also feel like it's also to do with unseriousness as well, levels of seriousness. So someone might be entering a talking stage, having this thing of I'm ready for a relationship. The other being I don't know if you've seen that tweet that said, do you stay faithful, or something along the lines of you don't go shoe shopping barefoot. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
and a lot of people will be in talking stages with various people because they want to keep their options open but kind of explore them. Yet some people might be loyal from the jump because they want to pursue something in all seriousness. So it's also to do with like being on the same page and having similar intentions.
Yeah, agreed. What do you think, Jason?
I think it's more. I think it's a lot more to do with from both sets of genders, in my opinion. I think it's we just have these very high expectations of what you need instead of what you. It's just that it's more. You have expectations of what you think you need instead of what you need for you. Do you know what I mean? So it's just that when I talk about expectations, I'm talking about any aspects of height, the sexual drive of someone, of the person, or your wealth, or your appearance, like physically, your body is this, your body is this, and it's just not. When you think about it in hindsight, it's just that you end up feeling both sets of genders, you end up feeling just very, very insecure of self, and you just feel very hung up in terms of, okay, maybe I'm not the right person for this, or
Yeah, it's all driven by
image. It goes vice versa, I feel like, because then not only do you also because you feel insecure as well, you have your own expectations as well. So you're also underwhelmed in a sense. Because you have your expectations going through the roof. This person's got their expectations going through the roof. It's like each side has got insecurities and each side is kind of underwhelmed.
And I think it's using as well. Another reason is that some people only use people for personal gain. And in talking stages, you'll get that where someone might have been feeling lonely right now and they're using this person to fulfill that need. It didn't actually... There's no attraction.
To talk to.
Yeah, they just need what they can get from this person they're attracted to. Not actually what they can get from them. And that's like a little one-sided thing. Because when that person is done, or when they feel fulfilled with this person, they're gonna go to whoever they really wanted, or maybe just stay away, full stop. Do you know what is as well? A lot of people have commitment issues, but they will have a lot of talking stages. They're not trying to commit, they're just trying to roam. And that's sad, because when at the start of a talking stage, it has to be discussed what your intentions are. We're not saying profess your love and feelings, You're not gonna... I don't know, it depends if you guys believe in love at first sight, but you're not gonna really fall in love with someone from the first conversation. You just really like them.
Absolutely.
So we're not saying you love me.
Just make it clear from the start.
Just make it clear. Are you interested in finding someone? That's all we want to know, because that's another thing. People always assume someone else's response. You don't actually know. You haven't asked. You're giving yourself the answers. Where someone would think, he likes me because he did it. But where's the evidence from his mouth? He's never said that to you. You've never said to him. There's a communication block. Too much assumptions.
Assuming is a huge issue in talking stages, because you could genuinely feel like you're at a certain point, but that's why communication is another issue that is another ingredient to destruction and incompetence in talking stages. So I feel like if you don't communicate, then you're not really gonna know what's going through each other's heads. If someone could be do you know what? In this much time, I feel like we could be in a relationship. I could make this girl my girl, or you know what? He's gonna ask me if he wants me to be his girl, kind of thing. But then the other one could be you know what? I think by this time it's gonna end. I don't really see it going anywhere. But if you don't communicate, you're not gonna know.
One day, whoever was really interested is going to wake up and realize, whoa, he's ghosted me, she's ghosted me. I thought that we was working towards so-and-so. There was no heads up. And that's why, do you know what that also links to? Some people, I think it's been kind of mentioned before, but some people start acting like this is a relationship before it's actually got to that point, because they thought, more time you're talking to date, you're dating to marry, but now them paths have kind of been randomized, where people are just wanting to have fun, freedom.
Yeah.
So it's really sad.
That's the thing though, especially with our age range. A lot of us are like either late teens, adulthood kind of thing, and some of us are in this kind of short-term mindset, yet some of us are in this long-term mindset. So it's like a lot of us are thinking about our future. We don't want to waste time. It's like, if I'm going to give my time to this person, I genuinely see them in my future. Could she be, and I know this is, like, I know I could be going deep with this, but could she be the mother of my kids? Would he be able to protect me? Things like that. But then other people will have this thing of, can I just get a quick beat? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think that links to a generational issue, in my opinion.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because when you think in the time of our parents or grandparents, when they tell us stories, I met your mom in Rome, this and this, and took her to a date, and it all started from there. I think over time, when you think about it, it's just that the concept of love and relationships, like, they just became a lot more complex in terms of just like what we said before. What are your intentions? Do you see a future with this person?
Yeah.
Do I really know who you are, etc. And just it's just lack of communication, to be honest.
Yeah.
And it's to me it's a generational issue. I think our generation, we're just hung up on this sort of what we see these rappers living these lavish lifestyles, and they have every week, and we have these girls in these music videos, and we they probably did something. The
Instagram influencers.
And yeah, literally, it's just I think that's another ingredient as well. Social media, it doesn't help, because a lot of people just base what they want on these YouTube couples or these social media influencers, and what they have, the material that they have. Can he buy me this? Can he buy me that? Or can she do this for me? Can she do that to me? It's almost like we're brainwashed. This concept of, I want him to be like this. I want me a 6-foot footballer or a 6'7" basketball.
Yeah.
It's just material, and it's not exactly the concept of, what can this person do for me? Not even materialistic, just for my sanity, for my health, for me.
And that's why you can get in a lot of relationships and still feel empty, because what you really need, the love, the nurturing, and all these things, is not getting fulfilled. You're just hunting what you think is gonna, but in the long term.
That's actually a good point. A lot of people have a lot of voids that they need filling in, and a lot of people feel like, do you know what? If I just hang myself up on a person and blah blah blah, all of my issues, like everything that I'm probably struggling with, that void that I need to fill, they'll just get that person to fill it up.
Yeah.
And their needs will come above the other person, and you forget that this is actually another human being. Like, it's not just an object that you can pick and choose. Like, you're at the shop, like, you just pick up whatever sweets or whatever you want. It's like, this is a human that also has needs too. And people only put their needs first because they're so, I need this and I need that.
No, I 100% agree. And you know what I also think it is as well? Outside influences is everything. Like, you know what? People tend to think that they don't share something with the people that they associate with, or like they can be completely different. Within like all your groups or whatever crowd you're in, there's something that makes you all similar, or that you have in common. That's what's kept you guys together. So the crowds that we are in and who we choose to associate with is a heavy influence, and because of that, more time in talking stages, when too much outsiders are involved, like opinions from friends go tell their friends, now these next people you don't know are coming in, like, more time, sadly, society doesn't want to see other people happy, so it's like you have to pick and choose. I feel like people tell their talking stages too early before it's even blossomed. Announce the relationship. Don't announce the talking stage. What is a talking stage? There's nothing. You're in the process of trying to build or get to know each other, ideally. But we all do it because, sometimes you just want to share.
We tend to please society more instead of ourselves.
Yeah, like you care more what's your bro saying about the girl you like.
We care about what they think.
Yeah, way too much. Like you rather think what they think.
And personally, I am guilty of that. I'm not gonna be a hypocrite out of that. I am guilty of that. Like, I just cared about what my friends thought instead of, well, I wouldn't say friends more, but I thought about what they. I was more about what they thought instead of thinking, you know what, maybe, I shouldn't care what they think.
I feel like that's where the term "all marry your boys" came from, because like a lot of people have this thing of like, yeah, but my girl said that you were doing this with this person, and like sometimes these loyalty issues, like this exclusiveness, starts before it's an established relationship. That's another issue. So it's like, because there's already outsiders being let in from the talking stage.
Yeah.
It's like by the time you get towards being exclusive or an actual relationship, there's too many voices in like each head, whether they're mutual friends, whether they're your own friends, whether it's like friends that don't even know who your other half is. It's like they have all this advice that they're giving to you that probably if it was them, they wouldn't even use themselves. And it's also developing the initiative of how to handle a situation. You got yourself in it. Yes, you might need advice, but your intuition comes first before anything else, because it's not anyone else's relationship. It's yours.
Can I add something to that as well? Because that's such a good point. Because when it comes to when you let bare opinions in, yeah, I feel like I don't know how to say this in a way where it doesn't look arrogant or ignorant, but sometimes when you're just getting to know someone, you don't want to know certain things about them. Now, some people could say that's dangerous, but from personal experience, sometimes the things you're told could put you off a person and not give you it doesn't give the person the chance to prove themselves. So naturally, if you express an interest, your associates or whoever, like from, I don't know if it's family or friends or anyone, they will naturally want to do research on the person who you're interested in and then come back with all types of things.
What they call a CRB check.
Yeah, like come back with things, and these times you barely know the person from the things that's come out of their mouth. Most of the things you know is what's come from everybody around you. But then what's the intention?
But that all goes back down to what they call perception, and what perceptions people build. Sometimes you won't even look at a person's character, and that's why a lot of times when a talking stage is done is when you actually realize someone's character, is because you were blinded by the perception that you wanted of them. This is the good in them. This is what I see in the current moment. And then when everything hits the fan, that's when you start to realize things that might have been mentioned before, but you didn't pay attention because this perception was blinding you. Like throughout the whole talking stage or whatever situationship has become, like you're so focused on this is how I see them because of my own personal feelings that you don't actually focus on their character, but the perception that you have built, this person that they're not, but this person that you see in your head.
That's the other side of it, because like you see that point, that's the reason why we do need to listen out for the things we're told. But you know what I've also learned? Naturally, people indulge in the negative more than the positive. Where like it'll be rare for you to say, oh, I like so and so, or you might even just casually see someone and think that person's cool, you know. The next person's most likely they're not gonna say, oh yeah, you know that person's in the football team, like they're doing very well. More time they're gonna say the bad they've heard, although they also heard good about the person. And then sometimes it could be personal motives.
Those kind of people that you just tend to pick and choose what they say.
Yeah.
The ones that
that's very true as well.
You tend to pick and choose what they say, because a lot of people, like, right off the bat, they'll just be like, oh no, swear, like, no, I'm dead in it right now. I'm gonna talk to her. I'm gonna block her, this and this. But I think when you sit back and actually just try to think, you're like, why does this guy or this person or this girl or this person, whatever, why do they always have something negative to say? Is it because they don't want to see me blossom in this, or is it because they want to be me in this situation? You know, you tend to...
they might like the person. They might like the person.
Like, you tend to really pick and choose. You're like, I think that's another thing, you know, like what we said before, outside influence. Like, you have to really pick and choose.
Oh my God, wait. There's another very detrimental kind of influence, and it's close friends of the other gender. So me being a female, if I had a boy best friend, males having girl best friends as well, going back to them for advice, thinking you're a female, you understand, or you're a male, you understand about guys. A lot of times when you're age mates and you're close friends and you're of opposite genders, sometimes there might be alternative, like other motives that they have that you don't really know and they haven't expressed. So their judgment of the other person or what you may be telling them, like, they might not be as excited to hear it. Because they might not even realize they've got any sort of feelings or emotions towards you until they hear you talk about another person.
That is such a good point, you know. That happens nearly most of the time, because when you're in that dynamic of you have a best friend of the opposite gender or whatever, it's like there's a possessiveness that gets formed, where it's like they might not even like you, but they just don't want to know that they're going to have to share you with someone else. And that's why they would be the ones trying to mash it up,
But I think, this is a good one, right? This is a good one. Yeah, we're all from South London here, Listen, it's a small world, okay? Everyone knows everyone, okay? You might have someone on your Snap, maybe you tell someone, I'm talking to this person comes back and tells you that, you know, they have history with a person. Like, oh God, like you're and sometimes it's not music to your ears, but sometimes it is, because you're like, okay, you know what, this person hasn't done anything with the person, but when the person has done something with the person, you know, that's it's just
coming to you as a man. I'm coming to you as a woman.
I don't like that, you know. That stuff is getting old. Don't come try to tell me. Worst off, if I don't even know who you are and you're expecting me to drop my opportunity with someone just because do I know you? Or did I owe you any loyalty like that as well? Like, call me pretty, but you know what I mean? Like, you can't let anyone be the reason you didn't blossom with someone.
Everyone's got a past, to be honest, and all of us are kind of like, all the single people, like, at this age, a lot of us, like, might not even have relationships in mind or at all, or some of us might be kind of like open to it, but like, it's not that everyone that we're going to enter into is going to be endgame. And we obviously come with the mindset that we understand that. So of course everyone's going to have a past, because if you've been in failed talking stages, the next talking stage you might have has obviously been in failed talking stages too, and has their past as well.
And there's levels to how far people go in the talking stage. Some people are literally talking, some were doing more than talking. So that's the crazy thing. But guys, thank you so much for listening. We're gonna wrap it up now. If you've made it to the end of this podcast, as always, you are a winner, and this time you are a special winner. I know this one is lengthy. I hope you enjoyed all the content. We would love to know what you think. Like, why do you think some talking stages are unsuccessful? What's your personal experiences in the talking stage? Did it work? Did it not? Let us know, order tea. And most importantly, thank you so much to my 2 special guests, Ruth and Jason. It's been lovely having you guys.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for having us. If you didn't like this, you're incompetent.
Oh my days. No, guys, incompetent is his word today. But
we had to add that in.
But guys, is there anything you want to promote? Like, is any socials, anywhere they can stay connected with you?
Oh yeah, follow me on @Ruthie's Visuals. Going to be in the description down below.
Yep, in the description.
Yes, my socials will also be in the description below.
Yep, guys, connect with us. Stay in tune with us, and until next time, in a bit.